Good evening. My name is Flo Anka, and I have a studio for creativity and ThetaHealing here in New York City. So yesterday I recorded a guided meditation for the people in my French newsletter, and I thought it'd be nice to do something in English. So what I'll do is I'll give you a couple of guidelines or instructions to inspire you to make a clear manifestation list, and then I'll do a guided meditation for you so you can sort of connect inward and have the support you need in order to sort of put your order in your universe of like, this is what I want to experience next year, which is this year. So yeah, it's very important to write down what we want to create, because it's easy to have passing thoughts and they make a lot of sense when they're happening. But if we don't write them down, then we don't have a way to look back, at how we have evolved, and maybe, I no longer want to do a diploma equivalence in France. It's not really, needed to, thrive with my creativity, for example, right? Or, I no longer, want to teach all these different classes. Maybe I want to fine tune and teach, only the kinds of training that I'm interested in sharing with the world. So just important to write down the things you want to create. I'm going to give you a couple of categories, right? So of course, when you think of manifesting, we think of material things like a better car, a nice apartment, organizing the curtains, I don't know, something material. And so we do want that. We can also manifest for spiritual attributes, I would want to say, so virtuous energy. And I can talk more about this because I like that topic. We can manifest for learning, experiences. We can manifest for relationships, or we cannot manifest things for other people. They have to manifest their own life, right? We can send blessing to people that we love and we want to support them. We could literally help them do something, but we cannot manifest for them. So what we can do is strengthen our relationships and really clarify sort of the dynamics, so we can improve our lives, because the relationships, they're kind of like mirrors to our lives. What else do we want to manifest? Something's big. I was talking with my brother, and he's very good at kind of making his projections for his company, but I was asking him, like, what about in 5 years? What about in 10 years? And then it kind of like leveled the playing field, because sometimes the mind hasn't gone there yet. And when I did that for myself, I recognized, wow, yeah, in 10 years, I would like to have, maybe a sort of like foundation or, residency for artists, in the countryside in France where I'm from. I mean, it sounds very ridiculous right now, but it's very simple to have a conversation about it and sort of, just let that idea grow, even if I'm not going to take action this year, in this direction. So you want to have, big things, but then small things. You could want like a new pair of awesome jeans. What I remember manifesting a couple of years back, black heels and nice, kind of standard like black French dress for my singing. And it's funny because you're not gonna go like next week, get the stuff you put on your list, but when they come, it's this nice sense of, oh, this is something I actually wanted for myself. Let me talk a little bit about these virtues. When we do healing, we talk about changing the beliefs. Sometimes it's negative beliefs, sometimes it's positive attachments. So it's really great to work in sessions and kind of like reorganize how we see the world. But then eventually it kind of like, it become an experience of embodying virtues. And they can be big things, So for me, it's like, if you look at like faith, confidence, enthusiasm, it's all great. But I just like a virtue that is a little understated, I think, is like optimism. Just a little bit of optimism sometimes goes a long way. And it feels to me less of a big deal. You could like start the morning, it's just a drop of optimism, and maybe that's just enough to start with a smile, right? Even if it seems tough. Another thing that I like to think of is like we make a big deal of kindness, and you know what, like I'm kind, I'm essentially kind, but sometimes when you're intuitive, you know, your just energy is open, your heart is open, so it's easy for me to feel that people are attacking me, and so then I kind of like check out. My soul leaves, you know. It's just it's just when you're that perceptive, you just have to navigate differently. So I feel like for me, kind of like a nice like middle ground, it's not just kindness but just being pleasant. That means even if I feel hurt, I'm still gonna be comfortable, pleasant, and also present, right? Because it's easy to be, yeah, to just close yourself off, and I do sometimes. So being pleasant goes a long way, and I'm not saying in a way that's just like whatever, I'm gonna be courteous because I have to, but it just feels less daunting, like kindness, because obviously I'm kind, but in real life, like sometimes it's hard when people are just so harsh with their words, you know. So yeah, little tips. And you definitely want to manifest, my teacher Vainas, you know, joy, says joy. You want to manifest prosperity. Sometimes these virtues, you know, if you wish for forgiveness, you're gonna create situation where somebody betrays you, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I manifested forgiveness, let me forgive you, but it cost you to you know. Maybe it's nice to manifest loyalty and good communication. So it's kind of like up to you what you want your experience to be about. Cool. So your homework for the new year, which is coming up soon, right, is and it comes from the Theta Healing technique, right? Like Vaina does these webinars every year, and I just really love the fact that it's like a yearly manifestation. And you know, you can be more big picture and think of your life goals, but you know, just this is where I'm at today, and this is what I'm putting out to the universe. So making 2 copies of the same list with all these kinds of things, you know, you can put better cooking, a nice, just a nice-ish rhythm with exercise, like going to the gym or running, you know, not so harsh on the concept of resolution, but just, you know, kind of like making an agreement with yourself that this is, you're taking action in the direction of your life. So it's an invitation to participate in this life that you're setting up for yourself for the new year. So two lists, and then when it's midnight, you can burn one and keep the other one in the closet, right? So the important thing is to spend the time to set your mind with the meditation I'm showing you, so that you can clearly invite the vibration that these things represent for you. So yeah, you can take, I'll do the meditation with you and witness, you know, any healing or whatever for you, regardless of when you watch this video, so you can feel supported. So you're going to take a moment to close your eyes. Just pay attention to your breath and recognize that you're here, giving yourself a minute to go inward. So you don't need to worry about the rest of this room, of this family, of this job, of this life. You're right here, and you're going to take care of yourself. So take a moment to visualize a beautiful light around your heart chakra, and imagine that you are this light. You can feel that your soul is comfortably present in your body. You're here. Imagine your energy going down through the sole of your feet. Imagine roots going all the way down the foundation of the house where you are, through the different layers of crust of the planet, and all the way into the center of the earth. So you can feel this unconditional support from Mother Earth, remembering that you're here, you're supported, you have this birthright to create. You can create a healing, a happy family, anything creative that reaches people's heart. It's ready for you to design, but it's your birthright to create. So you're going to visualize a beautiful light coming from the center of the earth all the way to the sole of your feet, going up through your ankles, the knees, the pelvis. Imagine every single vertebrae is relaxing. Your heart is open, comfortable, healed. Your shoulders are relaxed. You can imagine a beautiful light in the back of your head. The jaw is relaxed. The muscles, the tendons behind the eyes, the nerves, everything is simply at ease. And now the beautiful ball of light is above your head. Imagine that you're in this ball of light and you can allow yourself to ascend all the way to the ceiling and the roof of the house. Like if you were a nice balloon going all the way past the clouds. And then you're enjoying so much this ascension that you're starting to travel faster with great ease, like lightness. And imagine traveling at the speed of light through the solar system, going through different galaxies, through layers of light and darkness and light and nothingness, until you find a beautiful golden light. So this is kind of like your soul energy. So you feel very much like yourself. You're comfortable. And then you can allow going through a deeper layer, as if it was a jelly-like substance. You imagine finding this pink ray of compassion and you're becoming compassion. And you're feeling deeper and deeper. And now you can imagine a beautiful, bright, tingling white light. So you feel your connection to everything that is. You're consciously becoming energy, pure light. So if you give me the permission, I will ask for a complete healing and to scan your energy. So you're ready to feel this manifestation. So you feel that you're deserving of it, that you can truly honor yourself by calling what your heart desires, by aligning with that. Very good. So what you're going to do now is you're going to make the intention inside your mind's eyes to command that your manifestation is in your life now. So I'm going to give you that command, that sentence, and you can say it out loud or quietly. And you can ask the universe, however you want to call it, creator of all that is, it is requested that my manifestation is in my life now. Creator, show me. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So you can take a moment to imagine this beautiful light coming through your body, and then remembering all these things that are on your list and that they are already in your life now. You have the most beautiful clothes. Your relationship is healthy. People who love you are able to express it to you in a way that you can understand. You're comfortable with your professional life. You're proud of your accomplishments. You're comfortable being recognized for who you are as a human, as a professional, as an artist. And just imagine this highest potential version of yourself. Your finances are growing. You enjoy managing your properties. You have plenty of time off to do the things that are fun for you. So you're comfortable with how you're in service to the world, and you're comfortable living for yourself as well. There's some people that need you, but they're not overly relying on you. It's not all on your shoulders. You're blessed with a wonderful community to support you, great collaborators. You have discernment of who to count on. Just pick one thing on your list that would give you a sense of great pride. If you don't have it on your list now, make something up. Essentially, we're aligning your vibration to this experience so you can remember a path towards it. Remember that this amazing thing that you would love to have in your life, a painting exhibition, an important article being published, a book reaching children because of the wonderful illustrations, just something you think is really cool and that you only can dream of. And just imagine that this is already realized. You're not planning, you're experiencing this achievement. You feel self-realization because it's just so magic how it all came about. If there's anything that had been weighing on you, maybe a difficult relationship with a family member, you can simply manifest that you're getting support from the universe, that you have discernment, you have good boundaries. It's improved already, maybe even completely healed. But you don't have to rush, you know? It just doesn't feel daunting. It feels that you're capable of being yourself and having integrity and sharing your heart. Take a moment to focus on receiving this abundance that you've been longing for. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial. You know, it can be opportunities. It could be collaborations. It could be a product. It could be a new side career that will bring you so much joy that you can bear your regular job. Just everything takes time to build, so just imagine that the things, if money was no object and you were completely comfortable receiving the abundance that the universe has for you, that you knew how to embrace it, you knew how to just take advantage of what's given to you, being grateful. How would you feel? How would you breathe? How would you look on the horizon? Just take a moment to imagine how all this sounds like. What's the vibration of your manifestation? You can always go back to this place because this is something that's yours, that you're creating. It's going to be easy to remember the way. This is your path, your imagination, you're creating it. You can go up and imagine asking for inspiration. Is there something that's easy for me to make happen? Should I add something to my list? And see if something comes. See if you're getting guidance. Might be anything: a new purse, a new book, a new haircut. Maybe a workshop. And imagine that it's already there. Really great friendships are coming together because you decided to study, you decided to invest in yourself. Now imagine going back to the light from the beginning, and imagine rinsing your energy. If there's anything that wasn't clear, you can know that it is being sent to the light. So it's like you're delegating. The inspiration will come in the perfect time to continue crafting this world that you're making for yourself. And for now, you're completely liberated of having to think about these things too thoroughly. You placed your order to the universe, and now you can comfortably come back into your body. Remember that today you can open your eyes and see what does it say on the computer. Just really making sure you're coming back to the present, because sometimes when we meditate deeply, we can get a little woo-woo and we forget to get back completely. So just to finish, I'd like to share some energetic downloads. So energetic download is an opportunity to sort of set up your energy so you're ready to receive things that your soul didn't know, maybe in the past. So the important thing is that you're consciously embracing it if it fits your desire. Nobody can force you to think anything. So it has to be conscious. It has to be something you desire, and you can relax because I'm going to witness for you. It doesn't matter when you're kind of harnessing this energy of the new year, but would you like to have the creator's perspective of what it feels like to trust yourself? That you can move forward on your path, having discernment, having clarity, having patience with yourself? If so, say yes. And I'm now sharing the energy with you if you choose to embrace it. Would you like to know what it feels like to embrace magic in your life? That it's possible for you to dream bigger so that you can let go a little bit of how it comes together, so that you can really accept the support of your soul family, so you can open your heart to your community in a way that's true to you and that's profound and that's generous. If so, say yes. And would you like to know the creator's perspective of what it feels like to know that everything will be okay? Right? That you're in good hand. That you're being loved by the creator, by the universe, in a way that's unconditional, and that you're becoming better every single day. That you know how to make your decisions. Voila. Thank you very much for listening. So I made a little Zoom meeting. If you want to come on January 5th at 6 o'clock, we can do this manifestation live together. And if you have questions, we'll do a little gathering for 1 hour. So you're definitely invited. And yeah, I wish you a wonderful Happy New Year. I love you.